Grand evening. Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, the Psychic Astrologer. My website is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net. The weekly overview, Taurus Virgo Capricorn, from July the 31st to August the 7th, 2025. This is the collective reading, so take what you need and leave the rest. Let's talk about your finances and money, and the decisions and the lessons learned to set boundaries and say no to people who don't take care of their finances and try to drain you to put you from the black into the red. The sun is in Leo. So the sun in Leo represents self-expression, children's, matters of the heart, leadership, morals, principle, self, arts and entertainment, and judges. So you have to take the leadership in your finances and money. You're going to have to set the boundaries and say no to people who never learn the lessons to pay their bills, who are always in a crisis financially. And then when you give them assistance, they try to play the okie dokie on you. They don't follow their payment plan. If you co-sign for them, you're always getting notice that they're paying it late. And then some of them eventually don't pay it at all, and you have to pick up the slack. These people are trying to live like they have something. They got champagne taste and beer pockets. You got to say no. And if any of them owe you money and you send them a check or anything to any like Cash App or anything like that, you take these people to small claims court. You make them pay you back. You have to have some kind of paperwork that indicate that you send that money to them. And in the future, if you're going to loan money to someone, you set up a contract, have them sign it and get it notarized. You gotta balance it out. You gotta take the emotions out, because these people will prey on you and drain you dry. Never give your bill money, your savings, any money for your rent, or your mortgage to these people, because they're gonna leave you holding the bag. Mercury's in Leo retrograding. When I'm planets retrograding, it's moving backwards, correcting what was going on when it was going direct. So you're reviewing your finances and money and correcting it. Some of you got to get a second job to pay for the money they have taken from you and had no intention to pay you back. But there is a word called karma. You reap what you sow. And these are sheep and wolves in sheep clothing. So when they really need it, and they call wolf, nobody's going to assist them. Take your energy to pay attention to details, numbers, analyze it. That's what you're doing now. Where you can get your money back and stay in the black and no longer be in the red. If you do this, then opportunity for expansion and growth and abundant Taurus, blessing and the wealth and the truth will come for you. Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries, retrograding. Again, reviewing. So you're looking at your money situation more closely, and you're learning to say no. You're thinking outside the box and have an open mind. You put yourself first. Stop putting these people before you. I don't care, family, friends, co-workers. Say no. Neptune in Pisces, head in the clouds, rose-colored glasses, illusion, fantasies, deception and lies, and fog. You coming out that brain fog and you saw how, I wouldn't say you were stupid, but you fell for the okie dokie. So things is happening quick because you want to come out of this upheaval, chaos with Uranus and Gemini, and learn to say no and mean it. Transformation and change is happening. These are the lessons you need to learn about finances, Taurus, while in this lifetime. And if there's any shared resources, stop it, because they're draining you too. And stop being the victim. Be a survivor. The next sign is Virgo. Virgo, your solar sun is in the 12th house. The 12th house represents ending, letting go. So, it's Pisces. So the fear, the doubts, the anxiety, head in the clouds, rose-colored glasses is coming to an end. The illusion, the fantasy, the lies, the fog. The brain fog is moving. You're seeing what you need to do. Now, some of this might have to do with children, palimony, child support, separation, divorce. You're going to have to balance this out. Some of you are going to have to get a second job to put yourself back in the black. Stop co-signing for people. Stop hearing these lies, these sob stories, because they tell this to everybody. They don't value their own finances and money and credit. They're not going to value you either. Mercury's retrograding in Leo. When a planet's retrograding, you're reviewing it and see where you made your mistakes and correct them, particularly things protected to children, Virgo. Some of you have to get another job. Some of you are also backing your mortgage. Always have a roof over your head. Always have food in your refrigerator and car note paid and insurance. Stop hanging on to these losers who are draining you dry. Pay attention to details, numbers, figures. Handle your own finances. Stop leaving your finances in the hands of other people. If you learn this lesson, then Jupiter will open new opportunity, expansion, and growth, abundance, wealth, blessing, and karma. Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries, retrograding, reviewing. You're reviewing your finances, and it's changing. The illusion, the head in the clouds, the rose-colored glasses, all this stuff has brought you where you're at now. And the deception, the lies, the brain fog, you see clearly. Things are happening quickly and transformation and change. Uranus and Gemini. You're tired of being in this situation like a seesaw, up and down, up and down. Stop being a victim. And in share resources, they ain't sharing it, you don't share. You keep your own separate account. Stop being a victim and be a survivor. Capricorn, your solar sun is in the 8th house. It is ending. You have waken up from your finances follies. You're saying no and setting boundaries. This got something to do with children. Legal situation that's been draining you. Getting a second job to help put yourself back in the black. Paying attention to details, analyzing, figures, numbers. Now this could have something to do with your health. You've been put in that situation, a Capricorn. Expansion, growth, and abundance will happen if you have learned your lesson. Blessings, wealth, karma, and the truth. Saturn and Neptune and Aries. You're seeing things in a new way. It's turning on that old foundation and put it on a new foundation, and you don't have any more illusion. Stop co-signing for people because they'll be late every time. If the car note, they're sending you in the payments late. If you co-sign for somebody to get an apartment, they're not paying it on time. And then these people leave, you got to have to pay the balance. And it mess up your credit because they don't care, because this is why they don't value their own credit. Neptune, fear, doubt, illusion, fantasy, deception, lie. You've seen through the fog. Uranus and Gemini. You're getting out of it.